Have you ever found yourself lost in translation or stranded in a foreign land due to a silly mistake? Well, you're not alone. Every traveler, no matter how experienced, has stumbled upon a few pitfalls along the way. But fear not. In today's episode of Travel Cliques, we're going to delve into 20 dumb mistakes every tourist should avoid, ensuring a smoother and more enjoyable journey. Welcome back to Travel Cliques, the ultimate guide for globetrotters seeking adventure without the hassle. Let's uncover some of the most common blunders that can turn a dream vacation into a nightmare together. Number 20. Not researching local customs and etiquette. Let's kick things off with a crucial mistake: not researching local customs and etiquette. Every country has its own set of social norms, and failing to adhere to them can lead to awkward encounters or even offense. For instance, did you know that in Japan, it's considered rude to tip your waiter? Or that in some Middle Eastern countries, showing the soles of your feet is considered disrespectful? By doing your homework before you jet off, you'll be better equipped to navigate cultural minefields with grace. Number 19. Overpacking. The classic mistake of overpacking. We've all been there, stuffing our suitcases to the brim with items we never end up using. But lugging around excess baggage can weigh you down, both physically and mentally. Imagine trekking through the cobblestone streets of Europe with a suitcase the size of a small car. Not only is it cumbersome, but it also limits your mobility and flexibility. Instead, opt for versatile clothing and pack only the essentials. Your back and your sanity will thank you. Number 18. Ignoring travel alerts and advisories. Next up, ignoring travel alerts and advisories. In today's interconnected world, staying informed is more important than ever. Whether it's political unrest, natural disasters, or health risks, keeping tabs on travel advisories can mean the difference between a safe journey and a risky venture. Just picture this: you've booked a trip to a tropical paradise, only to arrive and find yourself in the midst of a hurricane. If you had checked the weather forecasts and travel advisories beforehand, you could have avoided this predicament altogether. Always prioritize safety over spontaneity. Number 17. Not having travel insurance. Travel insurance may seem like an unnecessary expense, but trust me, it's worth its weight in gold. From medical emergencies to lost luggage, unforeseen mishaps can quickly derail your vacation plans. Imagine breaking your leg while skiing in the Alps or falling ill with food poisoning in a foreign country. Without travel insurance, you could be facing exorbitant medical bills or costly repatriation fees. Don't gamble with your health or your finances. Invest in travel insurance before you jet off. Number 16. Over-reliance on technology. In today's digital age, it's tempting to rely solely on technology for navigation and communication. But what happens when your phone dies or your GPS signal goes kaput? Picture yourself wandering the labyrinthine streets of Marrakesh, frantically tapping away at your smartphone, only to realize you're hopelessly lost with no backup plan. By carrying a physical map and learning basic phrases in the local language, you'll be better equipped to handle unexpected hiccups. Number 15. Not budgeting wisely. Budgeting, the bane of every traveler's existence. It's easy to get carried away with spending money extravagantly and indulgences, but failing to budget wisely can leave you penniless halfway through your trip. Imagine dining at Michelin-starred restaurants and staying in luxury hotels, only to return home to a mountain of credit card debt. By setting a realistic budget and tracking your expenses, you can enjoy guilt-free indulgences without breaking the bank. Be wise. Number 14. Disregarding local laws and regulations. Just because you're on vacation doesn't mean you're above the law. Ignorance is no excuse, and failing to familiarize yourself with local laws and regulations can land you in hot water. Take Dubai, for example, where public displays of affection are strictly taboo, or Singapore, where chewing gum is banned outright. By respecting local customs and obeying the law, you'll avoid unnecessary serious arguments with the authorities. Number 13. Not sampling local cuisine. One of the greatest joys of travel is sampling the local cuisine, yet many tourists stick to familiar dishes out of fear of the unknown. But by shying away from exotic dishes, you're missing out on a world of culinary delights. Picture yourself in Thailand, home to some of the most mouth-watering street food on the planet. Instead of playing it safe with a burger and fries, why not indulge in spicy pad thai or crispy fried insects? You might just discover your new favorite dish. Number 12. Overplanning every minute. While it's important to have a rough itinerary in place, overplanning every minute of your trip can leave you feeling more anxious than fulfilled. Sometimes, the best experiences happen when you least expect them. Imagine racing from one landmark to the next, ticking off items on your checklist like a well-oiled machine, only to realize you haven't taken a moment to savor the sights and sounds around you. By leaving room for spontaneity, you'll open yourself up to amazing encounters and unforgettable memories. Number 11. Disrespecting local wildlife. From majestic elephants to colorful coral reefs, our planet is home to a diverse array of wildlife. But all too often, tourists fail to treat these creatures with the respect and reverence they deserve. Imagine visiting a pristine beach and spotting a sea turtle nesting in the sand. Instead of observing from a safe distance, you decide to approach for a closer look, unwittingly disturbing its habitat and causing undue stress. By practicing responsible tourism and respecting wildlife habitats, you can help protect our planet's precious biodiversity. Before we delve into the next 10 dumb mistakes every tourist should avoid, I want to take a moment to remind you to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest travel tips and adventures. Now, let's dive back in. Number 10. Not learning basic phrases. There's nothing more frustrating than being unable to communicate in a foreign country, yet many tourists neglect to learn even the most basic phrases in the local language. Imagine trying to order a meal or ask for directions, only to be met with blank stares and confusion. By learning simple phrases like hello, thank you, and excuse me, you'll not only show respect for the local culture but also make your travels infinitely smoother and more enjoyable. Number 9. Falling for tourist traps. Tourist traps lurk around every corner, tempting unsuspecting travelers with flashy attractions and overpriced souvenirs. But don't be fooled, there's often more than meets the eye. Picture yourself strolling through the crowded streets of Times Square, bombarded by flashy billboards and pushy vendors. While iconic landmarks like the Statue of Liberty and Central Park are must-sees, don't overlook hidden gems off the beaten path. By venturing beyond the tourist hotspots, you'll uncover authentic experiences that money can't buy. Number 8. Not securing valuables. Nothing puts a damper on your vacation quite like having your valuables stolen. Yet many tourists fail to take basic precautions to safeguard their belongings. Imagine relaxing on a pristine beach, only to realize your wallet and passport have vanished from your bag. By investing in a secure money belt or locking your valuables in a hotel safe, you can minimize the risk of theft and enjoy peace of mind while you explore. Number 7. Being disrespectful to locals. Respect goes a long way, especially when you're a guest in someone else's country. Yet all too often, tourists forget to treat locals with the courtesy and kindness they deserve. Imagine haggling aggressively with a street vendor over a few dollars, oblivious to the fact that you're bargaining for their livelihood. By approaching interactions with humility and empathy, you'll forge genuine connections with the people you meet along the way. Number 6. Not checking visa requirements. Visas may seem like a tedious formality, but failing to check visa requirements before you travel can result in denied entry or even deportation. Imagine arriving at the airport, excited to embark on your dream vacation, only to be turned away at customs because you didn't have the necessary visa. By researching visa requirements well in advance and obtaining the appropriate documentation, you'll avoid unnecessary headaches and delays. Number 5. Disregarding health and safety precautions. Your health and safety should always be top priorities when you're traveling, yet many tourists throw caution to the wind in pursuit of adventure. Picture yourself trekking through the dense jungles of Costa Rica without bug spray or sunscreen, oblivious to the risks of mosquito-borne illnesses and sunburn. By taking simple precautions like staying hydrated, applying sunscreen, and avoiding risky behaviors, you can enjoy your travels without putting your health at risk. Number 4. Not checking local currency. Money makes the world go round, but failing to familiarize yourself with the local currency can lead to costly mistakes and confusion. Imagine trying to pay for a taxi ride with euros in Thailand or dollars in Japan, only to be met with puzzled looks from the driver. By exchanging your currency for the local tender and familiarizing yourself with common denominations, you'll avoid awkward situations and unnecessary expenses. Number 3. Disregarding environmental impact. As travelers, it's our responsibility to minimize our environmental footprint and preserve the natural beauty of our planet for future generations. Yet all too often, tourists leave a trail of destruction in their wake. Imagine visiting a pristine beach and seeing plastic bottles and trash strewn across the sand, a stark reminder of the impact of irresponsible tourism. By packing reusable water bottles, avoiding single-use plastics, and participating in beach cleanups, you can help protect our oceans and ecosystems. Number 2. Not respecting sacred sites. From ancient temples to sacred mountains, the world is dotted with awe-inspiring religious sites that deserve our utmost respect and reverence. Yet many tourists fail to treat these hallowed grounds with the deference they deserve. Imagine visiting Angkor Wat, one of the most iconic religious monuments in the world, and witnessing tourists climbing on sacred structures or taking disrespectful selfies. By adhering to dress codes, refraining from loud behavior, and following local customs, you'll show respect for the cultural and spiritual significance of these sites. Number 1. Failing to immerse yourself in the local culture. Last but not least, one of the biggest mistakes every tourist can make is failing to immerse themselves in the local culture. Travel isn't just about ticking off landmarks, it's about forging meaningful connections and experiencing life through a different lens. Imagine visiting Italy and indulging in gelato while people watching in a bustling piazza, or exploring the vibrant markets of Morocco with a local guide who shares insider tips and hidden gems. By stepping outside your comfort zone and embracing new experiences, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for the rich tapestry of our world. And there you have it, 20 dumb mistakes every tourist should avoid. Whether you're a seasoned globetrotter or a first-time traveler, I hope these tips will help you navigate the highs and lows of your next adventure with confidence and ease. Until next time, happy travels.